Hey everyone, it's Sarah, and today I am back with 7 fragrances from my collection that I feel like the perfume inside does not match the bottle. So yeah, I'm gonna jump right in. I'm gonna start with this one here. This is a fragrance from Frank Boclet, and this is called Vanille. Based on this bottle with its kind of dark brown label and its dark brown lid, and the really kind of ambery liquid, you would think that this is like a dark, maybe ambery vanilla or a spicy vanilla or just like a heavy vanilla. This is not a heavy vanilla at all. This is a very citrus heavy vanilla. This has a very, very prominent, very realistic, juicy lime note in it. And the lime note actually dominates everything. And when the vanilla kind of starts to kick in, it ends up smelling like a key lime pie. I just smelled something else recently. I feel like I just tested something recently and I said it smelled like something that I had smelled before, and it was this. It was this fragrance because I think it was a vanilla perfume with lime in it, possibly. And it smelled just like Frank Boclet Vanille. But anyways, yeah, this fragrance, like the actual smell of the vanilla fragrance inside of this does not match the bottle at all. I feel like that some people would actually be disappointed in this fragrance because I think that they would have an idea of what this would smell like based on the bottle, based on the notes. And then once they smelled it, it's so far off from what the bottle looks like that I do think that it could possibly cause some disappointment with this one. But yeah, this is a really beautiful, but very citrus heavy vanilla. It's a lot lighter smelling than the liquid would have you believe. And yeah, the scent doesn't match this bottle at all. So anyways, that is Frank Boclet Vanille. Next I have a Guerlain fragrance. This is Guerlain Mon Guerlain Bloom of Rose. In my opinion, the fragrance in this bottle doesn't belong in a Mon Guerlain bottle at all. And this fragrance doesn't even resemble the Mon Guerlain collection at all. Mon Guerlain, like the original pillar fragrance, is a beautiful, like lavendery vanilla fragrance. It's very soft and feminine and sweet and beautiful. This is also a very beautiful fragrance, but this does not have anything to do with Mon Guerlain. This is a very light and kind of nondescript smelling floral. This really doesn't even smell like rose. So even the name is kind of deceptive. Bloom of Rose makes you think it's going to be a rose fragrance. It doesn't smell like rose at all. It's a very kind of nondescript smelling floral. It's a super easy reach fragrance, and it is nice. It's got the nice Guerlain quality, but it really doesn't belong in the Mon Guerlain line at all. It really doesn't belong in a Mon Guerlain bottle. And it really has nothing at all to do with any of the Mon Guerlain fragrances. So yeah, this one to me is a pretty deceptive fragrance. So anyways, that is Guerlain Mon Guerlain Bloom of Rose. Next is Britney Spears Midnight Fantasy. This is a fragrance that absolutely does not match the bottle at all. You would think that a fragrance that is in a dark purple bottle like this and is called Midnight Fantasy, that it would be some kind of like a nighttime fragrance, like a deep, dark, I don't know, any kind of deep, dark fragrance. That's not what this is at all. This is a really sweet, like fruity floral, sweet, shampooy, fruity floral. It definitely does not like match the name Midnight Fantasy at all. It definitely does not match the bottle at all. This has nothing to do with like midnight anything. This is like I don't even know. It's a sweet, clean, shampooy, fruity floral. It's got some berries in it. I say that every time I talk about this fragrance, that the fragrance does not match the bottle, not even a little bit. It's a really beautiful fragrance, and I love the bottle. I think the bottle is incredible, but yeah, the perfume inside just does not match this bottle at all. So anyways, that is Britney Spears Midnight Fantasy. Okay, this next one, this is a Victoria Minya fragrance. This one is Victoria Minya Hedonist, and I don't know what kind of bottle this fragrance belongs in, but it's not this. It's not like a clear bottle with crystals in the bottom, because a clear bottle with crystals makes you think it's going to be, I don't know, something a little bit lighter, maybe a little bit fresher. This is quite possibly the sweetest, most syrupy fragrance I've got in my collection. This is, I have to really, really be in the mood to wear this. I've had this for years and years, and I still have like 60% of it because number one, it's an absolute monster. You only need like 2 sprays of this or you're going to choke yourself out. And I have to really, really be in the mood for this. This is a sweet, syrupy, like boozy peach fragrance. I think it's got rum in it. It's definitely got peach. I don't think it's got honey. But man, it smells like the consistency of honey. It's so like decadently, tooth-achingly sweet and syrupy. Again, I don't know what kind of bottle this should be in, but I don't think it should be in a clear bottle with crystals. The scent does not match. And this is a travel spray, obviously, but even the full bottle is a cute little oval with crystals in the bottle. It's a clear bottle. And even the full bottle, I don't think it matches at all. Now, I do think the absolute versions of these that are in black bottles, those match a little bit better, but still, I still don't think that it's quite capturing like what this fragrance smells like. I don't know what kind of bottle this needs to be in, but it's not this. It doesn't match at all. This is way, way too intense of a fragrance to be in such a kind of nonchalant type bottle. Anyways, that is Victoria Minya Hedonist. This next one, this is another one. I don't know what kind of bottle it needs to be in, but it's not this. This is Police Forbidden, and this is so beautiful. This is such a yummy, like perfumey almond fragrance. This is similar to Hypnotic Poison, but this is more almond heavy. This is such a beautiful fragrance, and I don't know why we can't get this. Like, I don't know why this isn't more readily available because this is such a fantastic perfume. But this is not it. Like, this is probably my least favorite bottle in my entire collection. I think it is the tackiest, worst thing I've ever seen in my life. It's plastic handcuffs that is like, it's super cheap. Plastic handcuffs with a freaking key on the side and snakeskin, gold snakeskin on the back. I mean, the worst bottle that I've got in my collection, hands down. Again, I don't know what kind of a bottle. I just think anything classier than this would match this scent. Like, you know, just a plain round bottle, just a plain cylinder bottle, anything would be better than this monstrosity of a bottle. Such a beautiful fragrance done so dirty by this bottle. So yeah, beautiful Hypnotic Poison smelling kind of fragrance in the worst, like cheapest, tackiest bottle I've ever seen. So that is Police Forbidden. Okay, this next one, I think I've talked about this before. This is Zara Violet Blossom. This is a fragrance. This smells super similar to Elie Saab's Girl of Now. It's funny because I know that they smell so similar because I've tested them side by side on skin. They smell so similar, it's like uncanny. But every time I smell this in the bottle, my brain is like, no, it does not smell like Girl of Now. But it does. This is like Cherry Blossom Tonka and Vanilla maybe, or Magnolia Cherry Blossom. I can't remember. It's like 3 notes. Smells very similar to Elie Saab Girl of Now. I don't think that this fragrance matches the bottle at all. I feel like Elie Saab Girl of Now is in a perfect bottle, that cute like cylinder bottle with the little petal things on the top. I think that's a great bottle for this kind of fragrance. This again makes you think it's going to be something like dark and mysterious and maybe appropriate for the nighttime, and it's definitely not. This is a sweet, fun, you can wear this literally anytime, just easy breezy, sweet, youthful smelling fragrance. I don't think that this is a bad bottle or anything, and I don't think it's like the worst matchup between a bottle and a fragrance, but I also just don't think it's the best. I just don't feel like this fragrance really should be in a super dark purple bottle. I am grateful for the dark purple bottle though, because I feel like it's preserved this fragrance really, really well, because this bottle is so old. I've had this for years and years and years, and this is a super cheap perfume. I paid less than $10 for this, and it still smells perfect. So yeah, I am thankful for that dark purple bottle. But anyways, that is Zara Violet Blossom. And then last but not least, and this was actually the inspiration for this video, is Dolce & Gabbana Garden. I talked about this fragrance back in the summer, and it was back then that I wanted to do a video about fragrances from my collection that do not match the bottle, and it was because of this fragrance. With a name like Garden and in a bottle that is like this beautiful garden flower, you would think that you were going to get some kind of like a really beautiful, I don't know, like garden type floral, like maybe a crisp floral or a sweet floral or a springtime floral. Something like you would get with the original Dolce, but maybe a little bit sweeter, or, you know, just a little bit different, another take on Dolce. That's not what you get with this at all. This is a very sweet, and I would even argue on the heavier side, like sweet coconut, almond milk floral. Heavier on the coconut and almond milk than the florals, but you do get these really beautiful sweet florals as well. But this is a very heavy, sweet, coconut forward, almond milk forward floral. It's syrupy. It's not spring-like at all. It doesn't evoke images of like a garden in any way. It's just not, it's just not. And you can tell by the color of the liquid. The liquid is almost an ambery color, and that's because it's a sweet, syrupy, heavy fragrance. It's more of like a coconut almond fragrance than anything, with sweet florals in the background. Or not even in the background. I would say like sweet, syrupy florals. Because the sweet, syrupy florals are just as prominent as the coconut and almond milk. But it's not a garden style springtime fragrance. In fact, this would be too heavy for me in the spring. This is definitely like a summer, fall fragrance for sure. So anyways, yeah, this is probably the fragrance in my collection that mismatches the bottle the most out of all of these. This one takes the cake. The perfume inside does not match the bottle, not even a little bit. So anyways, that is Dolce & Gabbana Dolce Garden. And that is going to be it, you guys. I would love to hear what fragrances you have in your collection that you think do not match the bottle at all. I feel like this concept is super, super interesting, because I do think that we all we have an idea of how a fragrance is going to smell based on like not only the notes, but the color of the liquid, the bottle it's in, the name, all of those things. And when something just doesn't match at all, and you're so surprised by how something smells based on the bottle, the name, all of those things, I just think it's super interesting. So I would love to hear the fragrances that you know of that are like this. I do hope that you all enjoyed this. If you did, don't forget to give it a big thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe before you leave, and I will see you in my next one. Bye.